Finally, Dave has come back to the wrong side of Madrid. Welcome, guys, to this match preview between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid in the Champions League. And I'm here outside the Metropolitano. Of course, the weather's absolutely shocking today, so we have to do it inside, in cover. But you can see the stadium in the back. Absolute marvelous spectacle. And Real Madrid players are coming here to get the job finished, to pretty much end Atletico Madrid's season. And for me, when I look at this game, we really need to be defensively solid to iron out anything that Atletico Madrid has to offer. So in this match preview, I'm going to be running through the starting 11 players from both teams that are standout candidates who can literally harm us or we can harm them. So we really need to be careful. And two teams, guys, battling out Madrid Derby, Champions League night, one more time this year. And do you know what? Last time in the Bernabeu, I was really, really ecstatic with the victory. It's a Champions League game, guys. We got the win. That's what we needed to get at home. Yes, it's a very slender lead, and Atletico Madrid could really bite us big time and knock us out of the Champions League. And that's what I don't want to see. I will be fuming if that happens. But today, we're going to be getting on with the starting 11, guys, and I'm going to start that right now. Let's go with the goalkeeper. Courtois, of course, needs to start. Champions League experience. Obviously, Lunin has been playing decently also, but Courtois does need to start. Let's get onto right back position because this one's going to frustrate me if I see the wrong player. Valverde needs to start. Ancelotti, you really need to just do what's right for the team. If Lucas Vázquez starts and he starts bombing up front and leaving his position exposed and maybe allowing for Tchouaméni or Valverde, whoever's starting in the midfield, if Vázquez was to start, to cover his tracks, that leaves gaps in the midfield. That allows Atletico Madrid to penetrate us directly through the center, all the width of the park. Doesn't matter. They will action that. So Vázquez, when he starts, I tell you what, I will lose my head. If he starts, I tell you, I'm going to lose it. So Ancelotti better fix up and put Valverde at right back. If I see Vázquez, I tell you what, there's a possibility that we're going out. And that's the truth. That is the absolute truth. There's no bone to pick with Vázquez. There's no agenda here. He is simply not good enough for this team. So I don't want to see him anywhere near that starting 11. So Valverde needs to start right back. Then, obviously, the two central defenders, Rudiger and also Asensio. Rudiger was nursing an illness for Vallecano. I'm sure he's going to be back for this Champions League game. And then Asensio, also filling in those boots for Militao sensationally this season. So Asensio needs to start. An amazing addition to the team. And Ferland Mendy, defensively solid and can work his socks off. And somebody who doesn't really bomb up front too much. Like, for example, Fran Garcia. So we need to see Ferland Mendy there. We need to have a back four that's solid and maintained so we can iron out anything that Atletico Madrid have to offer. Then, in defensive midfielder, we need to see Tchouaméni there. Tchouaméni has actually improved for me over the season, as long as the season has gone on. So we need to see Tchouaméni there in midfield because I think he can then drop back maybe into, like, for example, a back five and give more defensive stability to the team. Yes, maybe I'm going very defensive-minded, but we need to either come up with a win or a draw. So this team here really, really needs to actually prove themselves by being defensively solid and not allowing Atletico Madrid to offer anything for themselves or get in any gaps or any momentum at all. We just need to snuff it out. Then, Camavinga. I know Camavinga hasn't been doing the best recently. We know that. But he is a sensational player. And when he does play properly, he's one of the best players in Madrid, especially in midfield, because he just chases and runs a man down and can fill in the boots for Valverde. And Valverde is a much better player in terms of an all-round midfielder. But Camavinga can play really good when he wants to. And this is his time to shine. And finally, Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, I really want to see him step up this game. Against Vallecano, I did not really see anything. Yes, he ran his socks off, but that is pretty much sometimes all he does. We need to see him really dictate the tempo in the front end of the park, in front end of this stadium here, where he can distribute the ball nicely to Rodrigo, to Vini, to Mbappe. And I just want to see runners up front. I don't want to see Mbappe dropping into a false 9 area. We just need to see Bellingham occupy that position and also do his box-to-box duties, because it's essential that he does that. We can have a lock in the midfield if we have those 3 main guys, Tchouaméni, Camavinga and Bellingham there. Finally, the front 3. Guys, Vini, the way that he individually cooked Vallecano, I want to see that consistently against Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid are going to come out, by the way, so Vini's going to have more space in behind to run. So for me, Vini needs to be obviously there with Mbappe and Rodrigo. There's no obviously guessing that. We know that's going to happen. So those 3 need to be on sensational form. Rodrigo needs to bring the Champions League form that he did in the last match. What a brilliant goal he scored, by the way. Absolutely sensational. So Rodrigo needs to be on his A game. And finally, Mbappe. Guys, against Vallecano, I didn't really see anything apart from the goal, individual brilliance. So Mbappe just needs to get on the end of a through ball, for example, or incisive pass, or anything at all, and over the top, anything at all to just catch out Atletico Madrid quickly. If we get the first goal, it's done. Believe me, it's done. That is the absolute facts of this game, because Atletico Madrid, they're going to be panicking. They still need to get with the same aim of winning the game, but then they need to score 2 to even take it to extra time. And I don't see Atletico Madrid, from the proof this season, of anything beating us at all. So Atletico Madrid, I'm telling you right now, they're going to be a tough cookie to crack. They're going to be a really tough cookie, especially with guys like Alvarez, especially with guys like Griezmann, Lino, Simeone, De Paul, whoever's playing in that midfield area. They're going to be really tough. And obviously the defense, absolutely sensational as well. Very hard to break down. But like I said throughout this preview, they're going to be coming at us. They're going to be attacking. They're going to be direct. So we just need to watch out. We don't want to see a replica of what happened against Barcelona in the Copa del Rey, where they got 2 goals in an instant. 5 minutes, literally in between each other. So we don't want to see that, otherwise we're just going to be in the back foot and we're just going to be chasing the game. We cannot chase this game. We need to be on the front foot sometimes and also be resilient defensively, where we get the ball and we can hit them on a break really quickly. That's what we need to see. So Ancelotti, listen, honestly, whatever he does, he just needs to keep in mind that we need to reach the next round, the quarterfinal, and he's a master at this. Don't get me wrong, but if we don't reach that quarterfinal, honestly, I do not know where to go with Ancelotti. Sorry, I'm going to be calling for him to get the sack if he does not beat Atletico Madrid and we do not reach the next round of the Champions League, because ultimately we need to see some success this season. Is the Copa del Rey enough for him to keep his job? No. Is La Liga enough for him to keep his job? Yes. Is the Champions League by itself enough to keep his job? Yes. So he needs to win either La Liga or the Champions League. The Copa del Rey is not enough, people. It's not enough. And Perez needs to really see that, because we need to be a progressive team. We need to really recruit players in the future. And the only way we're going to do that is if we have a very solid team. And Ancelotti, I want him to be at the head of it if he continues. But the only way we're going to recruit good players if they see Real Madrid going in the right direction. I'm telling you, doesn't matter about the name, doesn't matter about the brand, doesn't matter about this badge. Real Madrid really need to be a serious team. And if we are this season, we need to win this Champions League or La Liga. There needs to be some element of really a major trophy, one of the big 2, that we need to hold above our heads and really prove to the world and Europe, whatever, that we are the best team that the world has ever seen. Pretty much that. So guys, honestly, what do you think of the starting 11? Obviously, like I said, Alvarez a danger man, Griezmann a danger man. Alvarez, that whippers that he scored in the very first game, unreal. We need to iron out those kind of chances, because Alvarez has a wicked foot on him and he can bang those. So we just need to iron that out. And also, for me, if I look at the whole team, Atletico Madrid, they're very organized. So they're going to be still defensively organized, but with just a little bit more intensity, I think, this game than the last game. Last game, they took the 2-1. They took it. You saw towards the 80th, 90th minute, 70th actually, that they were just like, okay, cool, we'll take this back to here, the Metropolitano. Let's see how this match pans out, because I'm really looking forward to it, guys. Catch me live after the game, guys. Depending on the result, it's going to be a tough one. Guys, a la Madrid, in nada más. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Take care.